Her next breath wasn't hers, it came through his mouth, through the mask, and burned down her throat like stolen fire. Lena gripped the leather strap with numb fingers. Cade's gloved hand covered hers, one filter, two faces. Enemy lines ahead, a sea of red searchlights combing the fog. The mask pulsed between them, a slow throb like a heartbeat. "Count," Cade whispered. His voice trembled inside the seal. In, two, out two. She hated that she needed him. She hated that his breath kept her alive. Beyond the broken wall, the gray belt hissed with toxic mist. The rule every kid in the border schools learned popped into her head: never share air with an enemy. It was written on gates and carved into classroom desks. She had believed it like prayer. Lightning broke over the empty field. Sirens wailed. A sweep team was close. Lena leaned closer, cheek to cheek, the mask pressed tight to both their faces. The filter had been meant for a scout unit, not two people. Cade had grabbed it from a dead soldier when the sandstorm hit the trenches. They had found each other inside the storm. They had chosen to not kill the other. That choice stuck to her ribs like a secret sin. In, he said, and they drew one breath as one body. Out. The mask vibrated. It wasn't the sirens. It wasn't the wind. It whispered, a thread of sound that slid into her ear. "I like you together." Her blood ran cold. She stared at Cade. Did he hear it too? His eyes were steel. "Move," he said. They crouched low and hurried into the belt. The fog swallowed the world. Shapes loomed. A burned-out crawler, a spine of barbed wire like the bones of some iron animal. Ash curled in the air, stuck to their hair, their lashes. Their steps crunched glass. "In," Cade said. "Out," Lena answered. She matched him, heartbeat to heartbeat. Her mind kept darting to the whisper. The mask was war gear, filters, gauges, fabric, and metal, not voices. She had grown up with legends, of course. Tales by fireside about bonded breaths, about old relics that chose pairs and made them brave or cursed. You told those stories to scare children away from the fence. But this wasn't a story. This was the belt, and the mask had spoken. They dropped behind a bent sign. Letters flaked off under Lena's palm. "Keep out by order of..." The rest was rust. Searchlights glided over the fog. Men shouted. The light washed over Cade's face for a heartbeat, and she saw his jaw tighten. A small scar nicked his lip. He looked young in the white glare, then dark again. "How far?" She whispered. "Half a mile," he said. "The breach in the fence." He shifted his grip on the strap, steady and careful. "Then you're home." "And you?" He didn't answer. "In." His palm pressed to her jaw without thinking, steadying the seal. Heat climbed her throat that had nothing to do with poison air. Out of the gray, shapes moved, silent, fast, not soldiers. The tall, thin drones called lanterns. Each lantern had a cage in its chest and a blue light inside. If the light touched your skin, sensors pinged, patrols came. They were nightmares with wings. Cade's breath stuttered. "Don't look at them." She looked anyway. 3 lanterns skated past like ghosts on wires. The blue light flared. One pivoted. It had heard something. "Run," Cade said. He grabbed her hand. They ran bent low, boots slipping in ash. The mask bounced between their faces. Their shoulders crashed together. In, out, they slid into a ditch. The lantern hovered overhead, blue fire casting shadows like blades across their cheeks. "Quiet," Cade breathed. His lips almost brushed hers inside the canvas seal. The mask purred. "Closer," it said, sweet and cold. "Closer, and I keep you invisible," her heart hammered. She didn't want to believe it, but she pressed closer. She felt his breath tremble against her mouth as they inhaled. The blue light dimmed. The lantern drifted on when the danger passed. She pressed her brow to the metal rim, dizzy. "You heard it," she whispered. His silence told her yes. They reached a torn section of fence. Barbs ripped at their sleeves. Beyond the dark line was a strip of dead grass, then the white glow of lights from her side of the world. Home. The ache in Lena's chest loosened. Cade's hand dropped from the strap. He stepped back, eyes on the glimmer. Under his scarf, a dark shape lay against his throat. A sigil, inked deep, 2 curls that met like linked commas. her stomach flipped. She had the same mark, hidden under her collarbone. She had been born with it. Her mother had called it nothing, a freckle. A star, never show it, she had warned. The mask shivered like a leap of cold water. "Take it off," Cade said, voice tight. "Go, come with me," she said. He shook his head. "I can't, I'm theirs. What are you?" The words cut loose. "A scout? A spy?" His eyes found hers, no lies there, only fear. "Speaker," he said, for the mask. The ground dropped out from under her. The legends came back in a rush, old bonds, two marked by the same sign, two lungs, one fate. If they breathed together long enough, doors opened, not gates, doors. "They called me," he said. "Across the trenches, across the storm. To you." The mask tightened. It hummed like a held note. "Now," it whispered, bright with hunger. "Join fully. Seal." "Seal what?" Lena asked. Cade looked past her shoulder, light swept closer. A patrol on her side, too. No safe choice left? He lifted a trembling hand and touched the rim of the mask. "There's a hatch under the fence," he said. "Ancient. It opens for bonded breaths. It opens to what both sides forgot. Is it safe?" Her voice shook. She thought of the classrooms. "The rules, never share air with an enemy, no," he said. "But it's true." Boots pounded the dirt. A shout cracked the air. "Hands up!" Lena's chest burned. She could run and leave him. She could pull off the mask and be free. He would choke. He would fall. He was the enemy. He was also the reason she was alive. The mask's voice slid soft and certain between their teeth. "I like you together," it said again like a promise. "Apart, you break?" Cade nodded at the fence. "Decide." She reached down and tore back a mat of roots. A round iron hatch waited in the mud, ringed with the same twin-curve sigil as her skin. It had been here all along. It had been waiting. "Hands up!" the patrol cried. A gun clicked. Lanterns swarmed, their blue lights swelling like moons. "In," Cade whispered. His breath hit her lips. It tasted like fear and rain. "Out." She set her palm to the mark over her heart. "Together," she said. The word felt like a lock sliding. The hatch blazed white. The fence shook. The earth moaned as something old woke under their feet. The mask tightened, too tight. It cut the edge of her mouth. A thread of blood warmed her tongue. It laughed, soft as a kiss. "Good," it said. "Now the door takes a price." "Price?" She gasped. The white light opened like an eye. The mask chose. The strap snapped toward Cade's side, sealing hard over his mouth, stealing the next breath from her. He choked. She clawed the leather. Soldiers shouted. The blue lights burst like suns. "Stop!" she cried. The door yawned wide below them, full of wind and voices and a city of stars. "One breath is mine," the mask whispered. "One life, too." "Which one?" Lena reached for Cade's throat, for the strap, for the choice cut to black. "Crave what happens next." "Hit follow so you don't miss part 2.